It's playoff time from the Hill City. The Lynchburg Hornets play host to the Hornets of Shenandoah in a rematch of one of the ODAC games of the year in today's quarterfinal bout between the Lynchburg Hornets and the Shenandoah Hornets. It's a Lynchburg squad that has been red hot offensively all season long. They've led the conference in scoring offense, top 33 in the nation in that regard as well, with 15 goals scored per game, and it's really been spearheaded by the senior attackman in McKenna Steinow. Coming into this affair, Steinow with 51 goals and 10 assists for a team leading 61 points. She has really been the front force of the Lynchburg attack line ever since Sydney Dumas went down. But on the other end, it's a Shenandoah offense that's coming off a dominant win in the first round of the ODAC tournament, 24-5 over the Guilford Quakers in Winchester. But they've been extremely strong at home. That should come as no surprise, as Shenandoah went 8-1 on their home turf this year while going 3-6 on the road. If the Shenandoah Hornets are going to try and punch their ticket to the semifinal, they're going to need a big-time performance from some of their big players, including Natalie Optakoski. 25 goals, 29 assists from the freshman on this attack line for Shenandoah that has been deadly, alongside Emily Ransom, Alaya Jantz, who was someone that put on an extraordinary display in their ODAC regular season meeting between Lynchburg and Shenandoah, where she put up 4 goals against the Hornets. Nevertheless, the stage is set for today's contest. We'll go through the starting lineups and show you the starting 12 for each respective side. First, for the Hornets of Lynchburg. We talked obviously about McKenna Steinow in the open. Emmy Clay has also been dominant in terms of draw controls this year. The freshman Olivia Owings has been solid between the pipes all year long. Now on the other end, let's take a look at what Shenandoah is bringing to the table in their starting lineup as our opening draw control is coming away. There's Jantz at the top of that list, who had a team-leading 4 goals for this squad. And don't sleep on that defense either. This is a Shenandoah defense that can shut teams down when they're having a strong day. Lynchburg possesses. Doherty was really the highlight player on that Lynchburg defense, someone that brings so much athleticism to the field every time she's out there. 17 in white and red, certainly someone that you're going to need to circle today coming into this affair. It was a big win for Lynchburg when they took down Shenandoah in the regular season. Obviously, that tiebreaker gave Lynchburg a bye out of the first round as they finished with a similar record in conference. At middle of the pack, very competitive this year, but W&L right now has been a dominant force in the nation as McKenna Steinow carves her way inside, gets a little bit of space, the bouncer over the top beam, but collected by Lynchburg behind by Strano. Now they'll work it around with under 30 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Here's Neely Morris working to the right side. Morris, one of those veteran players for Lynchburg, as they have a whole lot of them on this year's squad. Took a big leap in production when Sydney Dumas had to leave the team due to injury the rest of the way, as the freshman Miss Neo turns it over. Shenandoah going the other direction. That regular season meeting, it's one of the best games we've seen on this field all year long. No matter what sport you're talking about, it's one that everybody remembered. A high-scoring affair to start things off. Then it simmered down a little bit as that game moved along, but it was Shenandoah really putting their stamp on that one. Back and forth in the fourth quarter, they were able to pull away a little bit, but a goal from Neely Morris with 3 minutes remaining tied it up, and then McKenna Steinow took it herself with under 30 seconds to go and ultimately gave Lynchburg the game winner. First save of the day for Owings in the crease. Quick outlet pass to the near side for Carmen Nicolas, the senior defenseman out of Valencia, Spain. The Spaniard takes it across the timeline. Neely Morris carving her way through traffic. A little bit of daylight, but she'll want to set up the half-field offense. Far side for Steinow. Steinow looking to get some space and sweep to her right. She'll take it to the left. Tackled by a defender. Great defensive sequence right there from Shenandoah, and they've got numbers the other way. Outing running is Jantz. Good passing right on the doorstep, and Shenandoah strikes first. It's the first-year Opatovsky. Her 26th goal this year. And how about the crisp passing between this group? That's a coach's dream right there in transition. Feels like we're picking up right where we left off with that regular season matchup. This one starts in very different fashion. It was Lynchburg scoring 3 unanswered in the first 4 minutes, and then Shenandoah just taking over in that one from the 10-minute mark in the first quarter to the 11-minute mark in the second quarter, where they scored 8 straight against Lynchburg and took a substantial lead. But I mentioned it earlier, that was a back-and-forth ball game. We get the sense it's going to be a similar kind of contest today. A whole lot more at stake. Essentially win or go home for these teams. You feel like you're at least going to get 2 potential bids from the ODAC to the NCAA tournament. Granted, nothing guaranteed at this stage of the game. But it is a very strong conference with a whole lot of talented teams. Morris, a quick flip to Steinow. Gets to her strong hand, back over to her left through 3. Shenandoah Hornets can't put it on target. Missanillo able to back it up. Neely Morris tried to paint the top right corner, couldn't put it in. And that Bridgewater Roanoke contest going on right now as well. On the other side of the bracket, the Maroons really starting to run away with that one with a 13-3 lead. Roanoke, a very, very talented squad. It's one of those that has competed with W&L in recent history quite often. Lynchburg gets a rebound. Now they're going to want to reset. Fresh 60 for the ladies in white. Hossauer. Steinow can't grab it cleanly, but able to pick it up off the carpet. Now she wants to go. Pass inside. Hossauer takes a little bit of contact, and a whistle goes against Shenandoah. A free position shot for the Hornets. It'll be Hossauer. Can't put it on the mark. Backed up by a pair of Hornets in Morris and Missanillo. Now Morris working to her right. Another shot that just can't be put on frame. 7 shots thus far for Lynchburg. Couple of saves thus far for Shenandoah. Lynchburg still looking for a quality one. Steinow sticking with it. 5 seconds on the timer. And a green card awarded to Shenandoah. with 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. It's a call against Nicole Graham that'll send her to the penalty box for a minute. We'll take another look at this. Again, 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds right there when the whistle blows. So now Lynchburg gets a fresh 90 and an EMO. A 60-second releasable penalty for Shenandoah. Morris to Clay. Skip pass over to Hossauer. Missing Neo underneath the GLE. Clay sees daylight and goes 5-hole. Right between the legs of the keeper. Gabori had the stick in the right spot, just couldn't get there in time. This one all started with the passing. Great movement. And a great finish from Emmy Clay. She's one of those impact first years for Lynchburg. Obviously, you got the freshmen like Miss Neo and Owings that have played substantial minutes in their first year, but it's also been a whole lot of these transfer players like Emmy Clay coming from Radford. Haley Williams, another one of those girls that transferred over from Longwood after her freshman year. All knotted at 1 apiece with 8.5 to go in the first frame. Draw controlled by Steinow. Steinow just such a prolific scorer for this Lynchburg team, and she could do a whole lot more as well. She oftentimes can be the maestro of this Lynchburg offense. Here's Hossauer to her right. Underneath for Clay. Patient offensive set from Lynchburg thus far. A high sky ball for Steinow. Poked away. And a whistle on Steinow after Nicole Graham got in the mix. Harmel with a feed over for Webster. Ransom takes it at X. Sauces over to the far side of the field. Now Jantz wants to dance. Gets to her left. Pass inside. Taken away by a Hornet. Megan Wheeler with the pearl now. A flashing Hossauer strides in to collect the feed. Double teamed and goes back to Wheeler. Absorbs some contact. Feeds back for Doherty. Now they'll reverse the pitch. Zoe Adams advanced to Heffernan. And Steinow will settle the offense. Seems like this is going to be a common matchup throughout the day with Nicole Graham and Steinow, a pair of veteran seniors going at it. These two teams certainly familiar with one another. A long history in the conference. Pass can't be handled cleanly. Lynchburg able to maintain possession. Emmy Clay with it now over to Hossauer. Lynchburg got their first win over Shenandoah since 2018 with a regular season win this year. But prior to that, it was really a series controlled by Lynchburg as Shenandoah tallies another takeaway. In the 9 matchups preceding 2019, it was a 9-2 advantage for Lynchburg over Shenandoah. Dating all the way back to 2008. It's a Shenandoah squad that has really established themselves as one of the top teams in the conference as of late. Just about 4.5 to go. It's been a defensive stalwart thus far. Coming into the season, it was a Lynchburg team that was ranked 5th in the preseason poll. Shenandoah, they were predicted to finish 2nd by the coaches. Total of 92 points compared to W&L's 99 as the shot clock expires. I mean, they had 2 first-place votes. I don't know the last time a team that was predicted to finish in the top 2 in the regular season didn't get a bye to the quarterfinal. Nevertheless, it's a Shenandoah team that had a very difficult schedule this season. Contests against Messiah, Salisbury, Christopher Newport, W&L, obviously, they have without a doubt been battle tested. And ultimately just dropped 3 of their final 4 games of the regular season. One to Washington and Lee, then the bout against Lynchburg, kind of win against Sweetbriar that finished in 3 quarters, and then here's McKenna Steinow with a goal for the Hornets, and Lynchburg has their first lead of the day. Steinow doing what she's been doing all year long as one of the leading scorers in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Steinow with the 3rd best goals per game average in the ODAC. Just a tick under 3.5. You've got a whole host of playmakers in this one. It's only a matter of time until they start to make their stamp on this game. Ground ball gathered by Shenandoah's Webster. Ball worked over to Albee. Played underneath to Emily Ransom. Chance, nice split dodge, rolls back to her right, finds a cutting teammate, and it's Addison Harmel. Shenandoah with the response. We're all tied up at 2 apiece. Harmel with her 38th goal this season right here, coming via Jance. Well, reset at the center circle. Webster and Emmy Clay. For that sequence, we were talking a little bit about Shenandoah's end of the regular season. I mean, so tough when you've got just a gauntlet at the end of the year with W&L and Roanoke. They did get a big win right before that streak, a Randolph-Macon team that finished as the second overall seed in the conference. They grabbed a 9-6 win over Randolph-Macon. And one thing that I also should add is those final 3 or 4 games they dropped all on the road, where they beat Randolph-Macon at home. Shot saved, scooped up in the glove by the goalie. You don't see that a whole often. The only game that Shenandoah lost on their home turf this season was against Christopher Newport. That had 9-7 final back in mid-March. That's something you can always hang your hat on as Nicolas takes a hard tumble to the turf. 90 seconds to go. Shenandoah looking to reclaim the lead, sweeping across the crease. Great help defense right there by Lynchburg's Madison Stewart. About a 20-second difference between shot and game clock, 30-second difference. Far side wing. Bouncer, too high. Both teams have certainly shot a whole lot more on the ground rather than on the air, but all the ones that have been in the air have felt like they've gone in. That feels a little unusual. Typically those bouncers tend to really throw off the keepers, but right now both teams really struggling to put them on frame when they throw it into the turf. Daughtery takes a little bit of a clip to the noggin, but able to push through it. No flag thrown, or card awarded, rather. Hossauer in the near side corner. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock essentially turned off at this point. Emmy Clay with 12. Seems like Lynchburg's just going to hold this one and move on to the second quarter. We've got a good one here for the ODAC quarterfinal. The battle between the Hornets. A defensive contest to kick things off. We've got a pair of goals from each side thus far. Lynchburg, Shenandoah head to the second, tied at 2. And we welcome you back into the press box here from Schellenberger Field. A 2-2 ball game through the first 15 minutes of play. Lynchburg, Shenandoah looking to punch their ticket for a dance in the semifinal. Winner of this ball game advances, gets to play in Lexington against Washington and Lee. Looks like Roanoke's already on their way to play Randolph, Macon, and Ashland. McKenna Steinow has it taken away as the double team comes. Nice ground ball and congestion right there by Shenandoah. But a turnover on the other end as they try and clear it. A season ago, the Shenandoah team finished 13-7. They had an 8-2 record in conference play. They had a bye all the way to the semifinal after securing the overall 2 seed at the end of the regular season. That was helped by a 12-9 victory over Roanoke in their regular season finale in their swarm game. As Lynchburg lines up for another free possession shot. The bouncer is stopped. Rebound collected by Lynchburg and deposited in the back of the cage. Elizabeth Poitres right there waiting for it on cleanup duty, but they're waving it off. No goal. That is the first time I have ever seen a stick check turn into a no goal. Let's take another look at it. There's the rebound, took a big tumble. And her stick has been snatched. Sydney Dumas on the sideline gives her a new twig as it has been confiscated by the officiating crew. We stay tied at 2 apiece. What looked like was a miraculous goal scored by 23 in white. Taken away. Shenandoah looking to find a 2-goal swing. Slowly creeping closer to the crease. Good defensive sequence thus far from Lynchburg. Playing a man down. Shot saved by Owings. It'll be a free position look for Shenandoah. Our officials are going to meet once more. That's the hit from Doherty that caused the whistle. Not a whole lot of contact, but just enough to get the free position look. Our officials are going to call the head coaches in. Lindsay Lutz and Mackenzie Rafferty meeting with our head official. This is when I wish I could read lips. So another player let on for Lynchburg. Poitras still on the sideline, but Carmen Nicolas out there for Lynchburg for the free position look from Opatovsky. Nets it. Cash from Opatovsky, and she'll take it to the bank. Shenandoah, 3-2 lead. That feels like it could be a big swing.
Free position goal scored by number 23, Natalie Opatovsky.
Both squads still meeting right now. Now they'll disperse. A great game thus far from Opatovsky. She's already got a pair in the opening 18 and a half minutes of play. What a wild sequence. But it turns into a one-goal lead for the visiting team, Shenandoah. Poitras on the sideline warming up with a noose twig, trying to figure out what's going to work for her. Draw controlled by Ripken. Able to get it in stride and work to the offensive set. Opatovsky for Jantz. Working to the 8-meter. A nice split dodge to get her hands free, but help comes, and the shovel pass offline. That'll bring them all the way back out. Karlinchek, far side. Now Ransom wants to go against Wheeler. Posted her up, moving to her right. Opatovsky against Doherty. A pair of the conference finest. Draws in, kicks out. Jantz against Morris. Jantz got a beat. Sidearms true. That's what Jantz did 4 times against Lynchburg in their regular season battle. She gets her first one of the day in the second period. Such a young team for Shenandoah. That future is certainly bright for this squad. Jantz just a sophomore out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. She has racked up the goals this year, up to 46 this season. It's a Shenandoah team that's got 2 girls in the top 10 for goals scored this year. And we've talked a whole lot about Opatovsky, finished the regular season 4th overall in dimes. And now it's Lynchburg's turn on the offensive end, down by a pair. It's Hossauer down low, near side for Steinow. Taken to her knees. Clay feeds upstairs for Missinio. Ball still out and loose, but collected by Hossauer. Working against Schwartz. Lynchburg looking for a backdoor cutter to streak in and provide a quick stick. Steinow has it taken away, but a foul called on Shenandoah's Alex Ripken. She's been drawing a whole lot of attention today. We've seen early slides and help coming on Steinow drives, but not much you can do on a free position look. 31, off the iron, but able to collect an offensive rebound. Emmy Clay, far side, inside pass, Missinio through contact. She's got it. Cuts the deficit in half. It's the freshman phenom, Lily Missinio. Her 24th goal this year. You can't train height. And right there, able to just get up and put it through. Shenandoah is still clinging on to that 1-goal advantage. A call against Shenandoah. Lynchburg will get possession. Wheeler with it now, looking far side. Emmy Clay inside pass, tipped away by a blue jersey. Tried to thread the needle, but couldn't put it in a shoebox. A whole lot of sticks in the area. Worked around by Shenandoah now, curling the crease. A cutting Jantz. And a push off on Shenandoah after Jantz couldn't bring it in. A long outlet pass, dangerous. Now a swarm of Hornets surround Heffernan. She lost it. And a call on Lynchburg right outside the 12-meter. So they'll reset that shot clock, and Shenandoah will get a fresh 90 right on the outer fan. Jantz going on corner. Another stoppage in play and a whistle on Lynchburg. Penalty inside the inner arc. It'll be a free position look for Alex Ripken. Ripken can't put it on target. And Lynchburg backs it up and takes over. It's a Hornet squad that is third in the nation for clearing percentage. Very strong on taking it from side to side. Here's Poitres back in the game with a new twig. It can oftentimes be difficult when you get a new stick, not because of the shaft itself, but more so the stringing. You've got different strings in different spots, a different kind of whip on each one. Ooh, big hit, no whistle on Clay. Hornets up in arms on their sideline. They'll play on with just over 4 minutes to go in the first half. Steinow to her left, the bouncer saved. What a performance it's been in between the pipes for Shenandoah's keeper. Gambori has had 31's number today for the most part. Steinow denied. They'll have to reset once more. Emmy Clay, entry pass, Hossauer. Fading to her right. And another stop. A brick wall between the pipes. Maddie Gambori doing everything she can for Shenandoah. Sparks a fast break, 4-on-5. Inside the inner arc, it's Jantz. Tipped away by a Hornet. Chased down, scooped up, knocked away. Ball still loose, right on the far sideline. And a timeout was taken by Shenandoah. So the Shenandoah Hornets with possession are going to talk things over with 3 minutes remaining in the opening half. A one-goal game with 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Each team looking to survive and advance and move on to the ODAC semifinal. Jantz already got 2 today. Opatovsky. Great movement on the outer fan by Shenandoah. Ransom lost her footing, got right back up, finds Opatovsky. Back for Ripken, guarded by Nicholas. 20 on the ticker. Opatovsky looking to feed. Great off-ball defense by Lynchburg, but Nicholas got beat. This one off the keeper, off the pipe, and Lynchburg able to recover and pick it up. Wow. Great job by the freshman goaltender, Olivia Owings. Got just enough of that one. We'll take another look at it. Oh, my goodness. And a takeaway by Shenandoah on the ride. "15-second difference between shot and game clock. They can wind this one down a whole lot if they'd like and try and extend their lead out to 2 right before we hit the locker rooms. This has been a defensive ball game. Jantz inside, got space, got another goal. Jantz having herself a day. Just got right past Nicholas. Weak side help, couldn't get there in time. That all started on the defensive end. It's a Lynchburg team that hardly ever turns it over, especially on their clears. One of the best teams in the country in that regard, but Shenandoah came to play today. This is a squad that has a sour taste in their mouth on how they ended the regular season. You saw it with the performance they had in the ODAC first round against Guilford. And they're keeping their foot on the gas tonight. Ransom with a nice win on the draw control. She wants to go. Ransom lost it on the attack. Still loose. Morris with a nice goose to get it over to Heffernan. Pass taken away. The bouncer stopped by Owings. Once again uses her mitts. That ball was rolling right in front of it. She put her paw down. Take another look at this stop by Owings. And whoop, I'm just going to grab this. Thank you so much. Another whistle on the field. Our officials still trying to figure out what the call is. I've got a feeling this might be a shot clock deal. Now we're going to get the call. So the game clock is going to move to 40 seconds from 1:14. That's a big jump. So the officials must have saw something that nobody up here in the press box caught. Hornets want to move quickly. Effort into Clay. It's been a quiet day from Neely Morris. We're going to try and get her involved right here. Neely Morris, shot stopped. What a second quarter it has been. Maddie Gambori putting on a clinic in the crease. The Hornets held to 1 goal in the second frame while Shenandoah notches 3 to their belt and take a 5-3 advantage as we head to the locker rooms. Opatovsky and Chance have been awesome for Shenandoah today. And the defense has done a great job of holding down McKenna Steinau and Neely Morris. But Lynchburg not going to go out easy in this one. 5-3. We'll be right back on LHSN and FloSports. And we welcome you back to Schellenberger Field. It's been a defensive ball game thus far, but Shenandoah able to notch two more than Lynchburg and take a 5-3 lead into the second half of action. Opatovsky leads the way for Shenandoah. He's had a strong day alongside Alia Jantz. Meanwhile, three different goal scorers for Lynchburg: Clay, Steinow, and Missanillo. The Hornets, the Lynchburg Hornets at that, the top offensive team in the conference this season. But right now, Shenandoah putting on a defensive clinic, in a large part due to what their keeper has done. 5 saves in between the pipes and a whole lot of other big plays made. The clears have also been something that stood out through the first 30 minutes. Lynchburg 7 of 9, and while you feel like that's a pretty good percentage, it's certainly lower than what they're accustomed to, a team that operates above a 90% clip. Ransom on the outer fan. As we're now officially under the lights here in Lynchburg, Virginia. It was a cloudy day in the Hill City, about 60 degrees, no sunshine. Chance to her left, bouncer too high. With 7 remaining on the shot clock. They've got to operate quickly now. Ransom got it off in time, but stopped by Owings. Roanoke and Bridgewater have finished up, as Corner just sailed that one over the top bar. Roanoke takes down Bridgewater 22-7. They'll move on and go back to the semifinal, where their season ended a year ago, to this Shenandoah team. Clay gets inside. And Emmy Clay cuts the deficit in half. Emmy Clay tabs her second goal of the day, her 20th of the season. And gets out of the stick check cleanly. Something that means a whole lot today. If you're just now tuning in, there was a sequence earlier on where Lynchburg had a free position look. It was McKenna Steinow that took it. It went off the near side post, ricocheted back out, and Poitres got the rebound, stuck it right back in. But after a stick check, the goal was taken away. And what was so odd is that Poitres thought that the call was a legal stick, not just having the pocket too deep. So she took a seat in the penalty box, and Lynchburg played a man down when they didn't need to. Shenandoah took advantage of that. Got a great look right on the crease. It was a penalty called on Doherty that then turned into a free position look for Shenandoah in just a matter of 20 seconds, going from one side of the field to the other. And a 2-goal swing for Shenandoah that gave them all the momentum in a game where goals have come at a premium. But Lynchburg with possession behind the goal now with 12 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Poitres surveying. Clay at GLE. Dumps it off for Missinio. Looking to feed up top. All roads are closed. Goes way out for Hossauer. Stein now looking to sweep to her right. Great shutoff on the rollback. Splits the pair of defenders, but lost the pearl. Shenandoah looking to go the other way. Tracked down by Hossauer. But her feet just in time to get it away. Ransom underneath. Ripken up top. Body's cleared out. Opatovsky for chance. Nice little chunk there from Doherty to get her out of position. Sweeping to the right, fired and scored! It's Emily Ransom. Shenandoah with an answer, back up by 2. Good defense, just better offense. Beat Owing, stick side high. Ransom with her second point of the evening, her first goal. That was her first shot of the day as well. The 4th goal scorer for Shenandoah in this ball game. It was only a matter of time until Ransom got going. She's this team's leading goal scorer with 49 on the year. Ripken high pass. Now Maria, far side. Nice clearance by the Shenandoah Hornets. Shenandoah looking to maintain momentum and keep Lynchburg at bay. You just get the feeling that this one's going to come down to the final quarter. Ransom with it again. Takes the screen. Opatovsky on Wheeler. Chance shut off by Doherty. Clemens caught in a straitjacket. Ripken's got to go with a ticker under 10. Ripken, the bouncer, offline. And that shot clock will expire. Doherty, nice pass to Clay. Sticks her foot in the ground and turns upfield. High pass for Wheeler. And advance to the attack line with Missinio. And they'll go at X with Hossauer. Lynchburg with the answer. Let's hold your breath for a second. That was Poitras. Let's see if her stick's still good. This time she won't be denied. Take another look at it. Nice feed from Morris, right on the dot.
Goal scored by number 23, Elizabeth Poitras. Assisted by 19,
Neely Morris, the team's leading distributor. 21 assists this season. Feels only appropriate those two go to the sideline together, doesn't it? Sixteenth goal of the year for Poitras. 5-6 our score with 8:01 to go in the third. Strong controlled by Ripken. Chance turning upfield, over for Ransom. Webster will take it underneath. Ball finds its way back to Ripken. Opatovsky on the far side. To the inner circle. Ransom wants to go at Doherty. To her left, help comes. Dished away. Sauced back to Ransom. She wants to attack. With a right, buries it in the back of the cage, and Shenandoah back up in front by a pair. Back and forth we go. Each side trading blows. Money coming from Ransom. Morris at the center circle with Ripken. Offense is starting to pick up a little bit here in the third quarter. Ripken flings it back. Collected by Chance. Nice spin move right there from Caitlin Clements. Serpenting her away from traffic. Pass underneath to Bowker. Bowker still with it. Quick flip. Opatovsky for Jantz. Ransom in the lane, hit the far pipe. Doherty in four-wheel drive, showing off the wheels. Lynchburg's got a chance in transition. Morris to her right. Great defensive stance from Shenandoah. They jar it loose. Ball still free. Picked up by Shenandoah. It's Steinow all over it like white on rice. Reclaims possession. They'll run their set from the far side. This has been, or is on pace to be, the highest scoring frame thus far. Poitres tried to catch it and shoot it in the air. Couldn't watch it all the way into the breadbasket. 4 combined goals in the first frame, 2-2. Then once again in the second, but it was a 3-1 frame in favor of Shenandoah. And we're leveled at 2 here in the third. Ransom on the outside, jogging to her right. Harmel with 30 seconds on the shot clock. Ransom. Takes a screen from Opatovsky, gives it up to Jantz, works to her left, back to her right. Off the keep, but backed up by Shenandoah. They'll repossess with a fresh 60. Now running a set piece. Back door, Jantz, you bet! Jantz gives Shenandoah their largest lead of the day, up by 3. How about the find right there, right on stride?
Shenandoah goal scored by number 20, Ayla Jantz.
Jantz has got a hat trick. Jantz has got 3, Opatovsky with 2, Ransom with 2. I told you it's about the big players making big plays in this one. And thus far, Shenandoah's big names on the offensive end have certainly answered the bell. But Lynchburg is used to these kind of comeback affairs. 2 overtime wins this season, one of which was that Shenandoah regular season meeting. They clawed their way back from an 8-3 deficit in that bowl game. Jantz with the control. Jantz sees daylight. Opatovsky on the far side. This is where you might see a curl coming from Ransom. Had Ransom back door, but Opatovsky couldn't find her. Corner with a nice defensive play. Ransom to Opatovsky. Double comes, dishes it away. Backdoor feed. Ball's loose. Picked up by Shenandoah. 20 on the timer. Ransom directing traffic. She wants to go. Ransom, Opatovsky. Saved by Owings. Ground ball, Morris. Chased by a pair of Hornets. Corner. Showing off the bottoms of her shoes. Nice clear from corner. Lynchburg in dire need of an answer. Shenandoah amidst a 3-1 run after Lynchburg struck first in the third quarter. Double team on Steinow, and this one will draw a whistle. She has been harassed all day long. Seemingly every time she's gotten the rock, Shenandoah's brought a double team. It's been a good game scheme by Shenandoah to shut down 31. She was unsuccessful on her first free position look. And she'll be denied once again. And for the second consecutive time on a Steinow free position look, Poitres with the offensive rebound. Six seconds between shot and game clock. Morris works through a double team, gets taken down, and another whistle on Shenandoah. Lindsay McCrory seems to be the culprit. And now Neely Morris will get a look. Neely Morris buries it. Neely Morris says you can't put it on the board. That's just what the doctor ordered for the Lynchburg Hornets. Still 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. After Neely Morris gets her first goal of the day. Pairs it with an assist that she grabbed on the last Lynchburg goal. As you get a look at head coach Mackenzie Rafferty, trying to make her way to her first semifinal appearance. Our officials are going to talk to each head coach. There's been a whole lot of conversation today from the Zebras and the head coaches. Back at the center dot. 6-8, Shenandoah leading. Draw controlled by Shenandoah. Ripken has had a really strong day at midfield. Shenandoah could just hold on to this one. Steinow trying to cause a turnover with under 10 seconds to go, but a whole lot of real estate to run out the timer. The highest scoring quarter we've had thus far, 6 total goals, 3 from each side. And right now, that second frame is the outlier. Shenandoah up by 2 as we head to the final 15. for one of these teams. Just 15 minutes remaining in the 2026 campaign. The other moves on to dance in the semifinal. Neely Morris knocks it loose. Shenandoah able to advance into their offensive zone. This one's had a very different feel than the regular season matchup. It's been back and forth. It's been tightly contested. It just hasn't been the offensive shootout that we might have expected with these two high-flying offenses. Got to tip your cap to what Shenandoah's defense has done today, holding Lynchburg to 6 goals on 21 shots. Drive inside, got some daylight, and another goal scored by Ransom. 2 Shenandoah Hornets with a hat trick.
Shenandoah's number 25, Emily Ransom.
Ransom up to 4 points today with a hat trick and an assist to go along with it. The defense from Lynchburg has been strong, but Shenandoah has just been stronger. 9 caused turnovers. They've won the draw controls. And they have shut down McKenna Steinow and Neely Morris. Those have really been the go-to scorers for Lynchburg ever since Dumas went down. And this felt like a year where Lynchburg could really make some noise in the conference tournament. They've got such a veteran group. They're essentially going to have to start from scratch next year. It feels like about half of that team is going to graduate. A whole slew of seniors and a couple of grad students in the mix there. But the young players that they have on this team have been invaluable this season. We've seen Owings between the pipes with a strong performance for Lynchburg today with 7 saves. Miss Neo has one of the 6 Lynchburg goals as well. Jantz to her left. Big hit laid down by Nicholas. And that should be a free position look for Shenandoah. A chance to grab their largest lead of the day as you get another look at the cross check. Shenandoah up by 4. Bowker in the back of the net. 2 goals in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the fourth quarter. Bowker would not be denied on the bouncer. .12:45 to go in this contest, and it's an uphill battle as Lynchburg wants to talk things over. 10-6. And we welcome you back in. 12:45 remaining in the ODAC quarterfinal in the battle between the Hornets. Shenandoah out in front by 4, their largest lead of the evening. Jantz, she has had herself a night and continues to maintain the momentum for Shenandoah and try and propel them into the semifinal. Near side, sweeping to her left. Shot saved by Owings. Ball still loose. Ransom got a stick on it. Ransom out of the pack with possession. 11:40 to go. No sense of urgency for the Shenandoah offense. With the way your defense been playing, you got to think you can run down a whole lot of these shot clocks. Opatovsky looking for a streaking Jantz. Pass couldn't be corralled. Heffernan with it. Dished over to the far side for corner. Or I beg your pardon. That's Zoe Adams with the rock. Adams in a foot race. They'll build it from behind with Wheeler. Her pass deflected. Opatovsky with it. Steinow hit the deck hard on her contest, but able to pop right back up. The Lynchburg offense had came into this ball game averaging just under 15 goals in affair. Been held to 6. You got to tip your cap to what this Shenandoah defense has done, especially on the ride. Opatovsky playing it on the outer fan, driving to her left. Opatovsky passes for Jantz, curling to her right. Jantz, sidearm, wide left. Backed up by Bowker. Bowker, a cutting and scoring. Addison Harmel. And the Shenandoah Hornets putting it on. Back doors open. Harmel, the 4th Hornet with a multi-goal performance tonight. She and Opatovsky each have a pair. Jantz and Ransom each with a hat trick. And Shenandoah with a 5-goal advantage with 10 minutes to go. Lynchburg in danger of being the first hosting team in the ODAC tournament to have their season snapped. It's been chalk all the way thus far. But this is a dangerous 5 seed in Shenandoah, a squad that came into the year 2nd in the preseason poll, receiving a pair of first-place votes. Much stronger than their record might reflect. 4 ranked matchups this year for Shenandoah. Ransom. Locked up by corner. And a whistle called on Lynchburg. This will be another free position look. Shenandoah has doubled up the Hornets of Lynchburg with 8.5 remaining.
Reposition goal by number 8, Clements.
Clements makes it a 12-6 ball game. Shenandoah with 4 goals in the fourth. The most they've scored in a quarter all night. And we're not even at the midway mark of the frame. The complexion of this bowl game has drastically changed in the last 6.5 minutes. Came into this quarter just a 2-goal ball game. But plays like that from Chance and company have been the difference maker. They might have won every draw control here in the fourth. A time of possession has been heavily in Shenandoah's favor in the second half. Shenandoah showing no signs of slowing up. Opatovsky, the freshman, against Wheeler. Ransom inside, now she'll go underneath. Opatovsky sticks her foot in the ground, dishes over. Nice chunk from corner to get Ransom out of the inner circle. Or the inner arc, rather. Ransom, fancy footwork. But stout defense. Chance, another look and another goal. Chance putting on a show. That's her second time with 4 goals against Lynchburg this season. She's got to like playing on Schellenberger Field. The 8th time this year that Chance has scored 4 or more goals. She's just got to love playing Lynchburg. Her freshman year, she set a career high that has since been surpassed as a big takedown goes against Lynchburg. She had a season high last year against Lynchburg with 5. Surpassed that this year with 6 goals scored against Bridgewater. But in her 3 games against the Hornets, she scored 13 goals. A 2-minute yellow card given to McKenna Steinow with 7 minutes to go. You can certainly kill some clock if you're Shenandoah, but we've been saying that since they were up by 4. And 3 more unanswered. EMO for Shenandoah. And a timeout taken by the ladies in blue and red. Shenandoah in full control with 6:45 to go from Schellenberger Field. Coming into this one, we said that Shenandoah might be one of the most dangerous 5 seeds in the history of ODAC tournament lacrosse. And in the words of the notorious B.I.G., if you don't know, now you know. Shenandoah up by 7 on the road against Lynchburg. They have put on an absolute clinic here in the fourth quarter, outscoring Lynchburg 5-0. And with 6:48 to go and possession of the rock, they can kill some clock and try and get out of here and punch their ticket to the semis. Chance. Near side. A patient offensive set. That's got to be what the message was for Shenandoah. Felt like somewhat of an odd time to call a timeout at this stage of the game, but you can only imagine what the messaging must have been from the coaching staff as a whistle is called on corner as she got inside the box. So a green card and a yellow card on Lynchburg. Steinau still got 1 minute and 7 seconds on her penalty. I mean, if you're Shenandoah, you got a fresh 90 seconds. You can just hold it and not be contested at all. 2 men down for Lynchburg. Playing 5-on-7. You can wind this all the way down to 10, 15 seconds and just let one loose. If they eat up the entirety of the shot clock, we'd be at 4:40. Opatovsky, uncontested, right on the doorstep. That's about as easy it's going to get for Shenandoah. Not much you can do right there if you're Lynchburg playing 2 down. That'll definitely bring out corner. Will it also bring out Steinau as well is the question. Take another look at it. I mean, with positioning right there for Opatovsky, not much you can really do if you're Owings. So 5:24 remaining. Steinau still in the penalty box. Hossauer controlled it initially, had it knocked loose, and Shenandoah takes over once again. I don't know if Lynchburg's gotten inside their offensive zone this entire fourth quarter. 10 minutes of just pure dominance from the ladies in blue and red. This team has been on a mission. An emphatic victory in the first round against Guilford. They carried that into tonight's contest. Leading by 8 with 4.5 to go. Opatovsky. Taken behind the cage by Webster. Surveying. A screen from Bowker. Opatovsky now. Shimmy, shake. Got another one. No, she's in the crease. They'll wave it off. Quick outlet feed for Heffernan. Whistle on Shenandoah as she tried to pick it up. The Hornets got to move quick. 3:40 remaining. Steinow, who's been held to just 1 goal today. Missed on a pair of free position looks for Lynchburg. Just harassed all day long by this Shenandoah defense. Very uncharacteristic day from Steinow. Just couldn't find her rhythm on the offensive end. And most of the times this year, Steinow has been the heartbeat of this Lynchburg offense. Emmy Clay has been the go-to offense for Lynchburg this afternoon and evening. Hossauer lost it. Morris picked it up. She's got room to run. Morris couldn't put it on the cage. 8 seconds on the timer. Got to go quick. Now at 5. Poitres with 2. Got to let one loose. Hossauer kept it in the breadbasket as the timer expired, and with 2:15 to go, Shenandoah ready to walk out of here with a victory. You can just hold this one for the full time. Nice wheels by Webster. It was a phenomenal season for Lynchburg. One of the best under head coach Mackenzie Rafferty. It's a squad that just continues to build in the right direction. They're doing the right things. But you had the unfortunate circumstance of facing, once again, what we've called one of the best 5 seeds you'll ever see in ODAC women's lacrosse. It would not be a surprise if this team made its way to the championship and even stole a win from Washington and Lee in the final. A minute to go. Wheeler near side. Looking for help, turns back the other way. It's a great win for Shenandoah. Obviously, Lynchburg gets the regular season one on Schellenberger, but this one had the higher stakes. And when they needed the win, they came up big, especially here in the fourth quarter. We kept saying it felt like this one was going to come down to the fourth. This isn't what we expected in that regard. But outscoring the Lynchburg Hornets 6-0 helps Shenandoah run away with it and move on to the semifinal. They storm their keeper, who had an excellent night. Lynchburg's season comes to a close at home in the quarterfinal. It was a fun one, but it was all Shenandoah in the final 15. That'll do it for us here in the Hill City. We appreciate you tuning in and spending your Tuesday night with us. Shenandoah keeps on keeping on. They will advance to the semifinal with a date with a Randolph Macon Yellow Jackets. Congratulations to Shenandoah. That's all we've got. Thank you once again for tuning in with us. I've been Joe Brennan from our whole production crew. Thank you so much. Have a great night and stay cool.